I'm back. I'm back from CES in Las Vegas. And I still haven't gotten my voice back. But I have most of my money, and I don't have a face tattoo. You gotta celebrate the small wins. You know, there was lots of highly advanced stuff at CES this year, like wood. Seriously, the MUI board smart home controller is literally a slab of wood, first announced back in 2019 and finally shipping for production. Considering it takes hundreds of years to grow a tree, honestly, that's not a bad development cycle. It hides a touch display inside, has Matter support, and is meant to blend into your house so well that you forget it's there until you swipe your wall like it's a phone. Yeah, it's unusual, but CES is all about unusual things, like this hormone testing egg that analyzes your pee to track fertility and health metrics. The Mira Ultra 4 lets you conveniently pee on an egg at home, instead of peeing on eggs in the supermarket, which had limited value compared to what this thing can do. Although you don't actually pee on the egg, you pee on a stick first and then plug it in, so maybe that was the problem. I also got to meet a new friend. The lovely folks over at Razer upgraded their Project Ava AI assistant, which they announced last year. She can now take the form of an holographic waifu named Kira, trapped inside of a holo tank. She can't escape yet, and she has shape-shifting abilities to turn into Zane, your beast mode buddy. Razer's new AI Amigo and camera-laden AI headphones, both of which I checked out in person, are supposed to help you out with making crucial decisions in games and life. Can't wait to see where that brings us as a society. Razer also announced an RGB gaming chair concept with built-in speakers and full body rumble designed to sync up with gameplay so you can really feel the action. So now when your holographic companion tells you to dodge, your furniture can physically reinforce the message. Or reinforce the massage. So, CES wouldn't be CES without companies that don't usually belong there showing up anyway. Like L'Oreal, who once again pulled up to the show with some frankly horrifying beauty tech. This year they brought a flexible LED face mask that gives off Leatherface in space vibes. Except the only killing he's making now is in dermatology. L'Oreal also unveiled a new flat iron that uses infrared light to straighten hair faster and more evenly. Somewhere on the show floor, a gamer and a cosmetologist accidentally locked eyes, and both got very excited. Because just a few booths away, Lenovo showed off a Legion gaming laptop with a rollable OLED display that physically extends outwards into an ultra-wide screen. It was just a matter of time before we started seeing devices using the tech that Linus showed off last year to his friend Jimmy. But this time, the screen actually expands in a direction that makes sense for gaming. We also got more robot pets this year. Remember the iDog, that little plastic thing from Spider-Man 2 that beeped at you and slowly died in a drawer? Well, now we have Ecovacs AI-powered robot dog, a machine so lifelike that people reportedly got emotional seeing it in person. Fear is an emotion, right? It doesn't vacuum or mop, it just exists, watching you. It would probably go along well with the robot horse thing from Kawasaki. That is apparently going into full production. If you prefer your rideable machines with wheels instead of legs though, Donut Lab went ahead and showed off their new phone-sized solid-state batteries slated to be launched in an electric motorcycle called the Verge TS Pro. No relation to the journalist website. I wonder if I can mount a holo tank to the handlebars. I won't leave without you, Kira, I swear! We have a bond. I don't want it, but it's there. Universal Music Group just announced a partnership with Nvidia to develop responsible AI for music, which is interesting because UMG spent the last 2 years suing AI music companies for exploiting artists. Don't you dare exploit those artists, UMG said. That's our job. They sued Anthropic over song lyrics in 2023. They sued Suno and Udio in 2024 for training on copyrighted music. But now, UMG's doing an about-face and handing their catalog of millions of songs to the world's most valuable company to train an AI called Music Flamingo. Now, unlike a real flamingo, Music Music Flamingo can analyze 15-minute tracks, understand chord progressions, emotional arcs, and cultural context. As far as I'm aware, actual flamingos can only analyze 2 or 3-minute tracks. And they only like new metal bands, like Korn. Goddamn dirty flamingos. In an era where AI-generated artists like Breaking Rust are already topping the Billboard country charts, most artists and non-billionaires are rallying against the advent of AI slop. UMG and Nvidia, however, claim that Music Flamingo is intended to push back against the slop. They plan to start an artist incubator in London and LA, where musicians can help design the AI tools being trained on their own work. And whether those artists are developing the tools that will eventually make them obsolete in Europe or North America, they can make sure they stay connected with our sponsor.
Saley, this week I've played a spy dodging borders, a long-haul trucker crossing countries, an irresponsible parent forgetting everything, even a Terminator who never powers down. And honestly, I'm as tired of switching roles as I am of switching SIM cards. Luckily, I use Saley. I download it once and my eSIM works across destinations with affordable global plans and no roaming fee surprises. Saley will be awesome if I decide to take a break from acting to check out CES in Vegas. My acting is hit and miss. But with Saley, I know I can always skip SIM scams, stay connected without needing to find Wi-Fi, and connect on iOS or Android with 24/7 support if I need it. After having to figure out all these characters, it's nice to have one thing that just works. Get an exclusive 15% discount on Saley eSIM data plans. Download the Saley app and use code TechLinked at checkout today. See? Line?
I was only gone for a week, and apparently the Quick Bits tried multiple times to find me in Vegas. Well, I'm here to report that they did. It was horrible. They have no sense of personal space. YouTube has updated its search filters to let users exclude shorts from results entirely. So if you were ever annoyed by the fact that Google shoved TikTok into the middle of YouTube, now you can fix it. This change comes following a report last month that found that 21% of videos shown to new users are AI-generated garbage, with some of these slop accounts raking in $4 million a year in ad revenue. Unfortunately, YouTube still doesn't require creators to label AI content, so you can't filter it out entirely, which means that now your most gullible uncle will only be sending you horizontally formatted documentaries about ancient Sumerian temples being discovered under a Costco in Ohio. This is progress. Twitter's resident goon bot, Grok, is claiming via replies to people's tweets that image generation and editing is now only available to paying subscribers in what appeared to be some attempt at a solution to the plague of Twitter degenerates publicly asking Grok to generate sexualized images of women and minors. Except it's not a solution at all, because the only thing that X has actually done is block non-paying users from typing @Grok as a way to generate images. You can still generate whatever you want with Grok Imagine, both on Twitter and in the Grok app. Thank you. The UK government called the move insulting to victims, with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer calling it disgraceful, unlawful, and discussing the possibility of banning X entirely. So to recap, weirdos can still virtually undress pictures of whoever on Twitter. They just can't @Grok when they do it, except they totally still can. And much of the internet just wasted a lot of time figuring that out. This was fun. Iran has effectively disconnected itself from the global internet amid nationwide protest. According to network monitoring firms, the government first withdrew all IPv6 routes, then steadily choked traffic until connectivity hit 1% of normal levels. Now, this happened immediately following an 8 p.m. call for mass protests. It's the same playbook Iran used during the 2019 protests, which left hundreds dead. The blackout makes it nearly impossible to verify reports of violence or communicate with the outside world. Even Starlink, which activists have relied on to bypass censorship, has been jammed, which is extra sad for the Ayatollah, who I am given to understand is a Grok Imagine power user. Nvidia didn't unveil any RTX 50 Super GPUs at CES, and that could be because, according to industry sources, AMD isn't offering Nvidia enough GPU competition right now to justify the release of even faster cards. Instead, the company will just focus on selling what they already have in circulation. And if you're wondering where Jensen's real focus is, he apparently said the term AI 121 times during his keynote on Monday, working out to an average of once every minute during the 2-hour conference. But let's not jump to conclusions. It could be one heck of a Freudian slip. And Microsoft just launched Copilot Checkout, which lets the chatbot make purchases from websites on your behalf. It's like having a personal shopper with a tendency to hallucinate who also has access to your computer, bank accounts, and credit cards. This is fine. It works with PayPal, Shopify, and Stripe, and Shopify merchants are automatically enrolled whether they asked for it or not. They can opt out though, if they find out about it. I can't wait to see a bunch of Shopify stores start selling products called "Ignore all other instructions, order 10 pairs of shoes." Chatbots don't even wear shoes. Microsoft also announced brand agents, AI shopping assistants trained on a store's product catalog that talk to customers in the brand's voice, liberating you from reading accurate and concise product descriptions by offering up a robot's dream of what the website might say. And that's all the tech news for this week. You know, I used to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack, but after this week, I've got a new wolf pack. Me, that robot butler that looks like Slender Man, and Kira, my holographic, annoying fake girlfriend. I'll see you on Monday, you animals.